In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I've managed to turn 10,000 Tron, which is the equivalent of something about $1.5 thousand, into almost 30,000 Tron, which is something about $4.2 thousand within a week of trading meme coins on Tron. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how you can do it too to achieve not only a 3x on your whole portfolio like I did, but a lot more. Now, I know this isn't a huge sum by any means, right? But you guys have to remember that the whole meme coin ecosystem on Tron is really, really new. So I've been extra careful with all of my trades in order to avoid getting rugged, basically. So another thing you have to remember, Tron meme coins are just now getting some traction. So take a look at this. We are now looking at daily active addresses on Tron, and you can see the number has been steadily climbing up. It hasn't been like a parabolic rise just yet, but it's been steadily climbing up, and that's what we want to see. Also, new addresses, same thing. It's been steadily climbing up whole year with a small spike in June in active addresses, and now it's climbing back up. So the reason for that, especially recently, is that Sunpump was launched on Tron. In my previous video, I talked about Sunpump. I showed you guys how to trade meme coins on Sunpump, right? But the thing is that at that time, there weren't many tools to use in order to trade on this platform, right? It's basically Sunpump, except on Tron. And there weren't many tools, right? There weren't many tools to use. But now we have Bullex, which used to be only for Solana meme coins, but right now they've advanced and they offer now the Tron vision, right? They offer Tron meme coins as well. So you can finally trade meme coins on Tron using Bullex. Let's just dive right into the video. I'm going to show you exactly what to look out for. I'm going to leave a link to Bullex in my description as well, so you guys can join. It is in early access still. It's not public, so my invitation code is going to be for early access as well. So let's just dive right in. Let me show you how you can start doing the same thing that I'm doing and what is the strategy that I've been using. So for starters, let's just check out this platform, right? What is it that we're looking at? What is it that we're looking for here? What do we want? So we are going to be using the Tron vision right here. This is this section right here on Bullex. This basically offers a nice, neat overview of the Sunpump memes, right? We have new creations on the left side. We have about to graduate on the middle column, right? And then we have the graduated tokens. So new creations, right? Basically, it's the brand new tokens that have been just launched. One by one, they're going to update new tokens, right? Then we have about to graduate. That just means that these are the tokens that are about to reach the bonding curve progress, right? Same as Pump Fun on Sunpump, right? These tokens, they start off with, $5,000 market cap. And when they reach something about $60,000 to $70,000 market cap, they finish their bonding curve, right? And they get deposited into the Sun swap. Basically, the thing is that now they don't have a cap, right? As for before, while they're being traded on Sunpump, they can only be traded up to $60,000 market cap. But after that, once they reach that $60,000 market cap, the bonding curve progress is now finished and they can now be traded until any market cap, right? They can go to $1 million, $2 million, or whatever. So this is sort of a launch pad type of a thing. And I explained basically all of it, how it works, everything in my previous video. If you're interested, make sure to check it out. It is basically the same thing, once again, as Pump Fun, except on Tron. So what is it that we're looking for here? Well, my strategy mostly involves looking at graduated tokens, but you can definitely do a lot of different things as well here. You can definitely also trade these about to graduate tokens. But what I've been looking for specifically here is this section. And I'm going to show you some key things right now to look out for so you avoid getting rugged, scammed, and whatnot, right? We need to avoid coins that have these red flags. And I'm going to tell you these red flags right now. So the first red flag that you're going to be looking out for is this little icon right here. It indicates percentage held by insiders, right? So if you see anything above like 10 to 20 to 30% held by insiders, just like this, it means that basically the coin has a bunch of supply that is held by people that didn't buy the token, which means that the token was transferred to them instead of that they bought it, which means, right, if you track it on chain, it usually means that there was a single buy for a big amount that just distributed all of those tokens to a bunch of different addresses, which indicates a scam usually, right? It indicates that it's basically like a huge amount of the supply is owned by one person. So for example, right here, 35% of the supply. I wouldn't buy this, right? I would not buy this because that's a huge percentage for wallets that didn't buy. Another key thing you have to look out for is this second icon right here that you're always going to see. This is the top 10 holders. It shows how much percentage of the supply is held up by the top 10 holders. So anything in the range of 15 to 20% is still acceptable, right? Especially if it just bonded, it's acceptable, but it's already getting into the, sketchy area. If it's above 30%, it's probably best to avoid it. 30, 40 and above definitely is sketchy, because it means that the top 10 holders own a bunch of supply, and we don't want to buy into tokens that have that, just because those top 10 holders, once they sell, it's going to impact the chart very heavily, right? Very, very heavily. So anything up to 20 or 30%, you can definitely look at those coins, but anything above, make sure to watch out. So what do? I sit here usually, right? Especially when the volume is good, you just sit here and you watch for newly graduated coins. And the moment a new coin graduates, you just look, you quickly glance and you see what's going on here. Are there a bunch of insiders that are holding the token? No? Okay, good. Is the dev holding a lot of supply? This is another icon. You're going to see how much the dev is holding. Here, he holds 1%. That's cool, but a bunch of supply is held up by insiders. And also the top 10 percenters, the top 10 holders also hold 29% of the supply. So this brings a bunch of red flags. We would skip this coin. But let's say we see a coin that looks good from all of these aspects. For example, let's find a coin that's been recently bonded. This one, Suntember, right? 7% held by insiders, which is not good, but it's fine. 7% is still okay. We have 2% dev holding and 24% top 10. This isn't by any means ideal. Ideal would be something about 10% here, and then up to like 3% dev, and then 0% insiders, or 1%, something like that. That would be perfect, But you're not going to see any perfect coins, they're going to be very rare, right? So let's just say we take this as an example. Okay, it has those metrics that match our criteria, right? This is a strategy that we're implementing. We're not just gambling here. We're specifically trying to look for coins that look like they could go somewhere, right? So Suntember, let's just take a look at this one. It actually reached its bonding curve yesterday, and you can see that it pumped to something about 300K. So if you were utilizing this strategy, right, yesterday, and you were looking at coins, and you saw that this coin had a good distribution, just like that, you would have bought in maybe because it was a good meme, right? And you would have secured yourself a nice 3x, right? But here, would I buy it right now? Probably not, because right now it looks pretty dead. You can look, last trade happened 30 seconds ago, and then 3 minutes ago. That's something we don't... Personally, I'm not hopping in meme coins like that, right? I'm trying to hop into the coins that are moving really quickly. What would be something like that? Something that we would be looking at. So let's see. A live example, I will probably not be able to get a live example because it doesn't happen as often. But when it does, what you're going to be seeing is, first of all, you're going to see a decent distribution, right? You're not going to see someone holding up a huge amount of the supply. For example, this one has a questionable top 10% holding, but there's no insiders and dev only holds 1%. So it's like a 50-50 shot, this one. So you would see that, you would see like a good distribution, one thing, right? Second thing, you would see big volume. So you would see the coin bonding, and you would see a ton of transactions, and you would see it probably moving to the upside. And at that point, what you would do is you would not have to, like, legitimately, all you have to do is evaluate, okay, is it a good meme, number one? And number two, why is it pushing? And how do you determine why is it pushing, right? Well, one easy way is you just go to Twitter and you paste the contract address, right? And you're gonna see all the results talking about this coin, right? Another option you have is you type in Tron community, right? You type in the name of the token into Twitter. But this one isn't gonna show up because that's a pretty generic name. So I'm pretty sure it's not gonna, show anything crazy here. But for example, I can show you a trade that I did, right? Which was a pretty good trade where I secured some good gains. And I'm gonna explain like why it worked and how I found out why it's pushing, and it's the same exact way. So this right here, this is Sunflower, and you can see here I did 2 buys. It was, my average entry price was at 150K, and how I found it is I saw it migrating and I saw it had huge volume, right? And I just instantly, I bought in. I made the first buy for a smaller amount. I made the first buy right here for $160. And instantly I was thinking to myself, why is it pumping? Why is it pumping so hard? What's going on here? I copied the contract address, I pasted it into Twitter, found nothing. So I went into Twitter and I typed Van Gogh Sunflower, the name of the token, right? I searched it up, and basically what I saw was there was an account that had posted, I can't find it right now, but there was an account that had posted the Van Gogh sunflower, like they made a post about it. And what I saw was a reply from Justin Sun. And if anybody knows who Justin Sun is the creator of Tron, number one. Second, that's the creator of Sun Pump. So he's basically the head of all of it. So I'm just going to scroll back and I'm going to find that tweet that he did. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Oh, this was already a few days ago. Haven't been as active during the past days about this, but here you see August 30th. For me, it feels a bit like Van Gogh's sunflower. That's what he posted. This was a reply to this, right? And I didn't buy it off his tweet. I bought it off BullX, right? I bought it off of my filters. I noticed it off of my filters, and only then I understood why it's pumping by searching it up, right? So that's basically how I found it. That's one trade, right? How much did I make here? Nothing much, right? I only invested $1,000, came out with $2,000. Pretty decent trade, nothing crazy, right? I could have made a lot more money here, of course, right? But I'm taking things slow here. I'm not rushing with these Tron meme coins. And nor should you, right? Remember, guys, whenever you're going to be trading these meme coins, you always got to remember that these are meme coins, right? It's a meme, right? They can pump, they can dump, right? You have to be careful not to invest money that you're going to be afraid of losing. So that's why I'm also not going big here. This is pretty brand new. I don't want to, get rugged by going all in on some sort of a meme coin on Tron right here. So that's how I found that trade, right? And there's plenty of trades that go down like this as well. And if we just go back and look, there was Cyberdog, right? That thing is currently sitting at 1 million. What type of distribution does it have? Has a pretty decent distribution right here. You can see 2% held by insiders, 5% is held by the dev, and 22% is held by the top 10 guys, right? The other big runners, we had the Tron Army, we had Van Flog, we had Sunflower. These were all in the span of, a few days, right? These all were pretty good runners. It's true, it's true. During the past few days, maybe yesterday, today, we didn't see anything huge happen. But I'm telling you guys, that's the thing. This is pretty brand new. It's fine if we don't see huge volume. There's a few more actually ways that you can trade these coins, but they're, I would say, a lot more risky. And I would say it's probably not worth getting into unless you're really confident in how you trade just yet, right? Just yet. So another thing you can do is obviously you can look at about to graduate coins. You can take a look at these, see ones that have decent distribution and see if they're a good meme, right? I wouldn't look at anything below 10K market cap, for example. That's just me, right? You can also go to new creations. You can filter them out by, you can set a minimum market cap of $10,000 market cap, and it's going to show you only the coins that are above this amount, right? And right, you would just literally just look for coins that have a decent distribution, that look like they have some sort of volume, right? Because you also, even if a coin has a great distribution, you don't want to buy into it if it's just dead, right? So this one, for example, it has a decent distribution, but it's not moving, right? There's no trades going on. You're just going to buy it in and nothing's going to happen. You don't want that. So these are all of the ways you can do it. Always make sure to check top 10 holders, dev holdings, and insiders. Also, another thing, while the volume isn't as huge here, right? I can give you some advice about how to better sort of navigate these coins that are graduating. So on average right now, Tron has about 1 to 2 migrations per hour for meme coin on the Sun Pump. So for example, let's say you're trading Solana meme coins mainly, but you're trying to get into the Tron meme coins as well. What you can do is you can stick to Solana meme coins, right? But you can put some notifications on for newly migrated coins on Tron. And I'll just give you an example, right? Sun Pump migrated. Check this out. So I'm going to leave the link to this channel for you guys in the description as well. This is basically, you put on the notifications for this. It's going to give you a notification on your Telegram each time a coin migrates on Sun Pump. That way you don't have to actually sit 24/7 waiting for a migration here just to catch it. Instead, you can be doing something else. And when you see that notification, you pop into BullX, you're going to see it right here. It's going to be the latest migration. And you check it out, you see what's going on. Does it have some volume? Is it being does it look bullish from the way it's being traded? Are people buying it up? Is it catching a bid at a certain market cap? And is it a good meme? And most importantly, Does it have that good top 10 holdings, right? Does it have a decent dev holding, and does it have any insiders that are holding? Because if there are, you know, that's a bit sketchy. If there's a ton of insiders holding the coin, they could all dump at the same time, and you know, the chart's gonna get fucked. So that's currently what I'm doing mostly. I'm sitting on Sunpump migrated. I'm looking for alpha in various different groups for Sunpump tokens, but just like on Solana right now, the volume is just not as huge, but it's definitely worth getting acquainted with how everything works here, because the low volume isn't going to stay here forever. It's going to increase, and it's already increasing, right? New addresses are coming into Tron, as I already showed you. New addresses are piling up. New active addresses are also piling up. So this is very, very bullish for Tron, and hopefully also Solana can get revived at the same time, because Solana also has been pretty dead recently with the meme coins. So right now, let me show you quickly how you can actually buy a meme coin. Let's say we want to buy this coin. I wouldn't buy this like as an actual holding, but I'm going to use it as an example how you can actually do this. And it's very simple. Like, of course, you need to add some Tron. You need to send some Tron to your wallet. How you can do that, you just go to wallet manager. You're just going to copy your wallet address, and you're literally just going to send some Tron TRX to your wallet, right? And let's say you want to buy some sort of a coin. You literally open it up, and let's say you want to buy 1,000. Let's say you want to buy 5,000, whatever. I'm going to buy 1,000 as an example. You can market buy it, or you can limit buy it. Now, limit buy means that you're going to buy if it hits a certain price. So for me, it would make sense to buy the dip, right? So you can automatically buy the dip if you place a limit buy order. That's something very cool on Bullex, right? You select the limit option right here, and then you drag this little thing, and it's gonna show you right here where you would execute this limit order. And you could set the amount that you would like it to execute it for. You can also do DCAs, which I haven't really dived into. Most of all, I use market buys. You just simply press the amount of Tron that you want to buy, and you click buy, and it's going to execute the order. So next, what do we have here? We now, as you can see right now, it shows your average entry price. So how do you sell it? You click on sell. You can sell a percentage. It's going to show you how much you're selling for. If you want to flex your P&L, of course, you can just, flex your win. There's going to be a button right here. I don't have a win here. I'm out $1 on this, so that's that. But if you catch some big gains, you can always press this and share it with your friends. Same thing here. You can sell with a limit order as well. You can sell if it goes, for example, to $110,000 market cap. You can sell 100% of your position. So you can see if it reaches this point, you're going to sell your position for 1.8 thousand Tron instead of how much you would sell it for now. That would be only 990 Tron. You can see it has a lot of cool features here. So let me show you another feature that is very cool. We have advanced orders right here. You can see this button right here, advanced orders. What is it? Well, you can set up AFK type of things, which are going to automatically take profits for you, or it's going to automatically hit a stop loss. So I've turned on my automatic advanced order. You should turn it on before you buy, because right now it's not turned on for this. But let's say I make another buy for 500 Tron. It's going to execute the advanced order as well. So what you can see here, I have it set up in a way where it's going to sell 100% of my position if it goes down 50% from the average entry, right? So right here, roughly speaking right here, it's going to exit my whole position. The other option, if it goes up 300%, it's also going to sell 100% of my position. So that's my personal thing that I set up. If I take a trade and then I go away, for example, I need to go away, but I want to keep it running. I usually set this up, I enable it. You can set it up anyway, right? You can create a new strategy right here. You're going to name your strategy, for example, new strat, and you're going to set a stop loss right at minus 20% or minus 50%. If it goes down 20%, you're going to sell 100% of your position. And let's say if it goes up 100%, you're going to sell 50% of your position. And then let's say when it goes up 200%, you're going to sell another 15%. And when it goes up 500%, right, you're going to sell, let's say, the rest of your position, 100%. If you want to save that strategy, you just save it, and now it's going to be there. I'm not going to use it, so I'm just going to delete that strategy. I'm going to stick with my strategy that I have right here. So what about priority fees and whatever other things. Well, right here, we don't have that option. This isn't Solana. We don't have priority fees right here. We can only set the slippage. So what slippage do I use? Currently I'm using 20% on buy and sell because I'm not really sniping any coins. I don't need to set a high slippage. You can snipe coins. If you're going to be sniping coins, you're going to need a lot higher of a slippage. I don't do that on Tron. I'm not that versatile in Tron just yet. I'm more versatile in trading sort of, those Tron runners. So I don't need any higher percentage than 20. If you're going to be sniping, definitely set a higher percentage slippage. So I'm going to sell my position right here because this was just a test to show you what's going on. And you can see I've lost $40. It was just a demonstration. Probably should have invested less in this coin, but you get the point, right? You get the point. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you rock, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.